Hi, I'm Osheen Siva. I'm a visual artist. My new class on finding your creative voice just launched on Skillshare. And today I'm sharing an exclusive sneak peek with you. Style is your visual and unique representation of who you are. Your voice and your style are interconnected. Your voice is what you want to say, and your style is how you say it. As an example, I will take you through one of my mural projects that I did in Chennai. It's called Providers and Protectors. What I wanted to say through this mural is to pay an homage to the women fisherfolk in the community. And how I went about doing this is to take primary photographs and pick elements from that area to incorporate into the composition itself. I also wanted to explore about conservation and environmentalism as well. And you can see these in the globe that the female character is carrying, the Oliver Ridley earrings that she's wearing. It's based on the fact that they're going extinct in that area. You can also see the cultural references in the patterns on her sari and her kolam tattoos and the jewelry that the character is wearing as well. Kolam is these intricate geometric patterns that you draw in front of your home to invite somebody in. And I thought it would be interesting to add this unique element as a contemporary tattoo format. The colors that I chose for this piece was also picked from that area that we were in. I was inspired a lot by the colorful and contrasting architecture and homes in that area. Coming up with your own style and honing in your visual language helps you stand out and be recognized for who you are. You tend to recognize your style over time because invariably you use either patterns or color palette or characters or typography that you like. The things that you go back to over the years makes up your signature element or that iconic style. I was a bit of a dreamer growing up. I was very much interested in sci-fi and fantasy realm, and I would always watch animations and cartoons. And as I grew up, I knew that I wanted to kind of retain that part of me, but also nourish it with other themes and ideas that I felt strongly about. And this is how I kind of ended up fusing my love for sci-fi with my Tamilian heritage to bring about this unique utopian narrative. I like calling my style Tamil Futurism. It borrows from Afrofuturism, which talks about African empowerment through speculative fiction. Tamil Futurism is this idea of me exploring my Tamilian heritage and juxtaposing it into this futuristic world. This world building allows me to create narratives that are more inclusive, empowering, and representational as well. Apart from the sci-fi elements in my artworks, some of the other elements that represent me are the very bold and bright colors that come from the places that I grew up around. Bold outlines and inking comes from the comic books that I was inspired by. The strong characters come from inspiring people around me and also characters that I grew up with. One way to figure out what you want to talk about in your work is to identify things that you're interested in, dissect the visual elements that you're attracted to. For instance, I'm obsessed with 90s sci-fi cartoons like the Jetsons or X-Men. I also love comic books by Jack Kirby and Charles Burns, and you can see reflections of these in the artworks that I make today. Taking photographs of things that you find interesting around you could also be very helpful for you to find your style. It could either be hand-painted signboards or patterns in nature or architecture. You can add textures or colors that you find interesting so that we can translate that into your artwork as well. If you don't have an inspiration bank just yet, a good way to go about this is to collect the artists that you like and pick out elements that you like from each of them to create your own mix. But it is important to note not to replicate directly from one particular artist. The idea is to create your own cocktail from your different inspirations rather than copying or replicating from one person. Your style may change over time This could either be about your personality changing, or it could also be because you're exploring different tools and mediums or different techniques that you've tried out. It's totally normal and okay to explore different things. That way you eventually find out what you like and you can explore more in the areas that you want to build. This is one part of my Finding Your Creative Voice class on Skillshare. Click the link below. I can't wait to see you there.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe to stay up to date on all of our latest videos.